churches have been set on fire in the centre of Masterton early this morning. Fire and emergency say crews from across Wairarapa as well as Lower Hutt have been responding to the fire call-out since around 4:30 this morning. Assistant Commander Gareth Hughes says the fires have all been quickly contained.
There's definitely smoke and fire damage in the sites, and they're varying amounts from a few square metres of damage to tens of square metres of damage. But certainly down to the quick actions of the career and volunteer crews who have attended, there's not any total losses in the fire. It's still habitable, which is great.
At this stage, it has been confirmed that only 4 were set on fire. The fires are being treated as suspicious and police are investigating. Hamas says it's investigating a possible error in identifying human remains handed to Israel under a ceasefire deal as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu threatened retaliation. Hamas was due to hand over the bodies of Shiri Bibas and her 2 sons and that of a 4th hostage. Genetic testing showed the remains did not belong to Shiri Bibas. And BBC's Mark Lowen reports from Jerusalem.
Israel accused Hamas of a gross violation of the ceasefire. Hamas blamed what it called unfortunate mistakes. The Mujahideen brigade, jihadists aligned with Hamas, was holding Mrs. Bibas and her sons, and Hamas says the remains may have been mixed up beneath Gaza's rubble. For now, it seems this ordeal will not endanger tomorrow's planned release of 6 living hostages in exchange for more than 600 Palestinian prisoners. And there is pressure from Israelis on their government to stick to the ceasefire deal.
A Defence and Foreign Relations academic says China's warning it was to conduct a live fire exercise off the coast of Australia yesterday was alarming. The warning forced planes flying across the Tasman to change course. Australia's Foreign Minister Penny Wong has spoken to her Chinese counterpart on the sidelines of the G20 meeting in South Africa about what happened. The Australian Strategic Policy Institute's Ewan Graham told the ABC it was extraordinary.
I've not heard of China conducting live fire exercises this far south. In fact, it's very unusual for their surface task groups to come this far. So in combination...
Morning, everybody. Hello, I'm live here in the studio, just waiting for the news to finish before I get into my show. Say hello. I'd love to know where you're from. Love to know what you're up to today.
The US can make any progress on ending the war in Ukraine. In an interview broadcast on the social media platform X, Marco Rubio says he discussed such a in talks with his counterpart, Sergei Lavrov, in Saudi Arabia this week. Mr. Rubio says Mr. Trump wants to know if Russia is serious about ending the war in Ukraine.
The only way is to test them, to basically engage them and say, okay, are you serious about ending the war? And if so, what are your demands? Are your public demands and your private demands different? We have to have some process by which we engage in that conversation. Now, it may turn out that they don't want to end the war. I don't know. We're going to find out. But we have to have that process to determine that.
Ukraine's president
just waiting for the news to wrap up. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you are. It's gorgeous here in New Zealand, in Wellington. And I hope you can hear me.
It will take 6 years after Auckland City's rail link has opened
There we
for new
go.
bridges to be built. Yesterday, the government allocated another $200 million of funding to remove several level crossings.
I don't want to drink too much water, or then I need to go and pee.
3 stages. The Automobile Association's
So,
policy director Martin
little
Dillon
sips.
says the delay will cause congestion. He says safety risks will also
Now,
rise.
if you're tuning in today, my name is Janie, and I host a show here in New Zealand called The Joy Temple on Hutt Radio. I volunteer, as do a lot of our other presenters, and it's a heap of fun.
Lunch program arrived inedible and unsafe to eat. Bangladesh Intermediate Principal Hayley Reid says only half the required meals were delivered, arriving 30 minutes late and were burnt. The seals of the packaging were already peeling off. She says the Ministry of Education advised her that caused a food safety issue and it was better to order pizza instead.
We could have just not fed them and gone well better, but as we know, some kids literally rely on this, but others that possibly could have just coped. But we do know in our communities, this is it. This is it probably for the weekend.
School Lunch Collective spokesperson Paul Harvey has apologised, saying the meals did not meet the company's standards. A public memorial service will be held on the banks of Christchurch's Avon River today to mark the 14th anniversary of the deadly 2011 earthquake. A minute's silence will be held.
Waiting.
The moment the magnitude
Morning if you're joining me. We're doing a show about fun today, just a light-hearted little show. Lots of music, a little bit of chit-chat, and that's it. Waiting for the news to finish.
A notorious Russian prison dating back to Tsarist times.
And the news is always so
and is to
awful.
be redeveloped into a hotel, restaurants, museum, and art gallery. The BBC's Sasha Schlutman reports.
The Istije, named after the Russian word for crosses, is a red brick cross-shaped complex moving ominously over the Neva River in St. Petersburg.
Morning, Geraldine. How are you? I know I can't see you, but it's lovely to see that you are there.
Before the Bolshevik Revolution,
Ready for a fast day. Oh, yeah. My show will probably go fast. What are you up to today?
Later, the poet Joseph Brodsky was imprisoned there.
That's the news.
Oh, that's the news.
Here's Barry.
Oh, now we've got sport.
Second week in a row, the Chiefs have finished a game strongly.
I hope you can hear me all right.
It's 49-24 on their Super Rugby Pacific clashing Hamilton. After a hit rather by just 3 at half time, the Chiefs scored 5 second half.
Oh, nice. That sounds lovely.
For their victory over the
We're hoping to we'll get to your batch one day. The Shakti's really ready for a holiday because cricket season, you know, we're getting closer to the end of cricket season, and we're thinking we might go for a little trip overseas, Fiji or Bali or somewhere. Yeah, do something.
Meanwhile, the Queensland Reds
Can't imagine what it would be like when cricket season's finished.
Queenstown skier Alice Robinson has come second to Italian star Federica Brignoni again. This time in the latest World Cup giant slalom race in Italy. It was the same result that happened at the World Championships in Austria 10 days ago. Auckland FC have a perfect record against the Wellington Phoenix so far this season, but they're ready for a fight back in their last local derby of the A-League season in Auckland this evening.
Oh, one of our other presenters has got his own pen. How fancy. Andrew Hardwick. Oh, la la, that's a bit razzle-dazzle. Okay, I think we're nearly ready. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, just got to get him off the pitch. We'll get there. It just looks so beautiful up there, Geraldine. It's like, oh, yeah. I need some really good beach time because it ain't happening here in Wellington.
And Jenny Hermoso's lawyer has said she intends to appeal after Spain's Football Federation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you
Oh,
the forgotten
the sport got cut off. What is this?
I've completely forgotten how function it's supposed to be.
Something's going on here. I better wait till this finishes.
Where on earth will I find someone who can put everything together for a perfect function with no notice and make it the best function ever?
Like cutlers, of course.
We've got to wait for all the small talk.
Functions and specialists and last-minute parties. They have full
Okay,
catering on
I reckon
site.
we are 20 seconds away.
Full-on feasts.
Aye.
Burgers, pizzas. Never fear, the Cutlers caters for all family and corporate events and all your entertainment requirements. Nothing's a problem for them. You can check them out online or just give them a call. And when you've finished organising our function, check out their
Here we go.
upcoming events. Available now though, some are almost full.
Who was that again?
Cutlers, 180 High Street, Hutt.
Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Joy Temple on Hutt Radio. My name is Jenny. Oh, sorry about that little squeak. Just getting my microphone adjusted to where I need it today. I find the studio chair quite low and I have to prop it up with a couple of pillows, and that seems to help a bit. But as for the squeaky microphone, can't do much about that. Now, good morning, good morning. This is the Joy Temple. I am your host, Janie, and thanks for tuning in today. We are streaming on Hutt Radio and our own station, 88.3 FM here in Lower Hutt. And I'm also live today on my YouTube, The Joy Temple, and also my Instagram, Janie Jans, because unfortunately all my Facebook and Instagram named the Joy Temple is still not working. And it's like I have tried numerous times to get in touch with Meta. The metaverse is not helping me. So I've just had to go back to my original Facebook and Instagram and just make contact with people that way. So don't go looking for the Joy Temple because I'm not going to answer you there, that's for sure. Now I would like to start my day with some gratitude and a little bit of an intention, as I do each week. And this week I have to say I've been really grateful for the warm weather. I think it's the first time that since I've been in New Zealand that I've actually felt like it has been a bit summery, which is lovely, and not to have to take a jacket to work and to be able to wear open toe shoes. I know it's a small thing, but gee, it felt good. And I'm also just really grateful just to feel good. You know, just feeling good is such a thing that I never take for granted. So I feel good about that. My intention for this week is to do a bit of nothingness. And I think we are all just so rushed and hurried that when do you actually stop and do nothing? I imagine it's very rarely. And it is a nice feeling just to sit back and watch a movie or read a book and just take that time for your mind just to stop and relax. So that's a bit of my intention this weekend. I'm going to get straight into a song. Now this is a song that was played by one of my guests last year. Her name is Taryn. And Taryn is a breathwork specialist and she's a hypnotherapist. And we had a really great conversation. And we actually did a breathwork ceremony here in this, not a ceremony, but a breathwork session here in the studio. And I thought I was going to pass out, which wouldn't have been great. That would not have been great. But it was a really powerful session in just 5 minutes. So breathwork's an interesting mode of healing or developing spirituality. And one of the songs she played was by Lucas Mack, who is from Awaken Breathwork. He's a Kiwi, and he and his partner Hella Weston now live in Los Angeles, and they are the biggest kind of breathwork providers, you know, in the world. So they're quite amazing. And this is a song that she played called The Universe Knows by Lucas Mack. There we go. We're away, everybody.
Yo, I don't really with that. I believe I can do anything fast. Manifest my dreams to reality, no cap. Guided by my intuition, never had a map. Spirit is never.
You going to the beach today, Charlene?
Intentionally connected to a higher power. We'll feel the synergy. It was meant to be. It's all aligned. Lost the highest frequency. We heavenly. Forgive your enemies. Let the light shine upon the dark. We agree to be a part of something.
Oh, that pen's not working. Let's get another pen. What a great song this is.
I trust my higher self is guiding me, and the universe has a plan greater than mine. I release all negativity and blockages that prevent me from reaching my highest potential. Let's go. I'm no homo sapien. I'm an alien traveling through space again, evolving my cranium.
Such a good song.
Activations coming from your speakers from the ether. I was born a rebel and a preacher. I conversate with power rounds and the saints teachers. Believer. My spirit is my leader. I'm a Libra, finding balance in a world full of evil. I'm lethal. I already killed my ego. Just what I need.
Right, got to post my little doodad onto Instagram. I'll see if I can play as much music as I can for you to hear, but sometimes I cut it out because of copywriting. We'll see how we go though.
synchronicity. You see, we must have faith in a universe that's created and guided by an intelligence greater than our ego. When we banish all doubt in favor of faith, there's nothing more powerful on this planet. You must believe, and then you'll see it unfolding right before your eyes.
Wow, that's such a great song. Such a great song by Lucas Mack. The universe does know. The universe is looking out for us, and even if you think sometimes it is doing stuff that we bring into question, there's no doubt about it that it certainly does eventually put us on the right track. And I know that from experience, absolutely from experience, with some of the things that have happened over my life that have left me to question, what are you doing, universe? And then suddenly things just work out beautifully. Now, I thought I should do a little bit of an intro today because it's been a year since I've been doing my show, and last year I had a lot of great guests come into the studio, and I haven't kind of spent a lot of time getting people organised this year, but I will. But the thing is, I'm okay just to come in and do a show on my own and just spend some time with you, because I think just having the opportunity to be here, you know, share anything that I might like to share with you is just an important thing, and being part of the community is certainly an important thing. But this year I have decided to take my foot off the pedal a bit. Last year was really, really hectic for me, and I've decided to just enjoy not rushing around, and I've made movement my theme of the year, which seems kind of the opposite of what I'm saying right now about slowing down and doing nothing. But movement doesn't mean we have to be go, go, go all the time. And I think slowing down allows me to potentially move in different ways. Like it enables me to be more thoughtful around my ideas, my creativity, just my life in general. But while I am being slow and intentional, I am actually moving. So my show has been a lot of fun, and as I said, I'll do a little bit of a reintroduction. My name is Janie, and I'm an Aussie, and I made my way to New Zealand in early 2020, and previous to that I had a beautiful right swipe on Tinder, and the flame is still burning very strong for us. And I followed this gorgeous man to India, and then we decided we would come to New Zealand and start a life here. I'm a non-drinker. I have not had alcohol now for nearly a year. And I did stop drinking actually back in 2017 for 2 years, and it was when I met my lovely guy Shakti that I did start drinking again, but it's never really sat well with me. So last year it was like, you know what, I've had enough. So I no longer drink, and it feels amazing. It feels so good to wake up with a clear head, and you know, you never take for granted even the effect a small amount of alcohol can have on us. I'm vegetarian, and I've been vegetarian since 1996, so nearly 30 years. And that was a bit of a health choice for me. All of my family are vegetarian, and I love it. I think it's such a creative way to make food, and I often share some of my things on my social media that I'm making. And I just love to cook. I find cooking really satisfying and grounding, and I even like to try the odd thing off TikTok, even if it doesn't sometimes turn out as good as I would have expected. I also love to do craft, and I love op shopping. I'm a fan of gelato. I love cupcakes. I love fun fashion, and I also enjoy riding, and I love having fun. Having fun is so important for us. And one of my favorite things to do is to dance. And every day I start off with a quick little boogie before I head out the door, because it gives me just really good energy for the day. And it just makes me feel good. And, you know, this is the aim of the game of life. We want to feel good, okay? We need to keep doing things that uplift us, excite us, and just make us feel good within ourselves. We have to do stuff that makes us happy. Simple as that. And some fun things I've done since I've arrived in New Zealand have included some great road trips. We came here just a few days before they shut the borders with COVID. So we were kind of locked up for a couple of months until, you know, we were allowed to venture out. And so I hadn't seen any parts of New Zealand. I'd never even been to New Zealand, even though I was living in Australia all of my life. So it was a great opportunity to get out and do a bit of exploring. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful country. And being on the North Island, things are quite accessible for us. Like we can just jump in the car and within a couple of hours, you're somewhere really different and interesting, which is really fun. I love coffee, and I love trying out lots of great coffee shops here in Wellington. I volunteer for Dress for Success, and that's something I started doing once we came out of the COVID lockdown. And I have had the opportunity to organise some like amazing fashion parades for them, and help some really incredible women step out of their comfort zone and become models for a night. And one of the things that really excites me about that is I love to inspire and encourage people to see possibility. And when you have a group of women who've never modelled before and don't really know whether they can do it, and to guide them through the process of how, you know, they can walk, how they can compose themselves, how they can dress differently, and to see them head out onto the runway is really, really special. I also volunteer mentor, and this has been a really joyous thing because, as I said, I get to help women and enable them to see life in a quite a different way and launch into things that they never imagined or thought possible. I have a life coach accreditation, and I help with transformation, sobriety and happiness. And one of the things we can do to help our happiness is to have more fun. So today our theme is fun, 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 fun. And I hope by the end of the show you will find some ways to just think about building more fun into your day today. So, how can we have more fun in our life? With work, responsibilities and the hustle of our days, is fun taking a back seat for you? And the fun is not a luxury, it's a necessity, and we need it to boost our happiness, help with our creativity, to help us reduce stress, and even make us more productive. So let's see if we can, even in this show, find a little bit of time to feel some joy and add some fun into our day-to-day routine. And there'll also be lots of great songs with good vibes, only good vibes here in the studio with me, that's for sure. The show is called The Joy Temple, and that's the aim of the game, bringing more joy. So you are listening to Hutt Radio. My name is Janie, and the first song I am going to play for us today, or the next song, is Good Time by Owl City and Carly Rae Jepsen. Oh, this is a fun little song, isn't it? Ooh, it's a bit loud. Tick, tick. I love doing this show. I love just coming into the studio and not thinking about anything else, worrying about anything else, and just enjoying. It's very good. It's lots of fun. Oh, it's always a good time. Welcome back. This is the Joy Temple. You're listening to Hutt Radio. My name is Jenny. It's 9:28 a.m. on this beautiful Saturday morning. Let's check the weather because it is looking gorgeous outside. We are heading for a top of 24 today and a low of 14. It currently feels like 12. It will be fine apart from areas of morning cloud. There'll be northerlies, sea breezes developing from afternoon. And tomorrow, the 23rd of February, it will be 22 degrees with a low of 12, and it is looking okay as well. It will be mainly fine. There will be a chance of a shower in the morning with southerlies developing for a time in the afternoon and evening. So it's certainly looking at blue sky and beautiful outside today. So if you get an opportunity to get out and enjoy, then take it. Because it's just, we've got to take it while we can with this beautiful, beautiful weather. I'm going to play another song for you. This is KC and the Sunshine Band. Hi.
I'm not used to seeing anyone down here. I'm going to be upstairs.
Okay.
Doing some work with Ken Fulton and Michelle, so if you hear any noise, it's just me.
Okay. Oh, it's not going to disrupt disrupt our radio station.
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
It's like vacuuming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. See ya. Oh, it's not very sexy getting into this chair, I tell you. morning if you're joining me live. Say hello. I'd love to know who you are and where you're from. We're talking about fun today on the show. Hope you have some fun with whatever it is you're doing today and wherever you may be. I just had some random person come into the studio. It's like, who the heck are you? Anyway, apparently she's going upstairs to vacuum. Too much information. Welcome back. That was Casey and the Sunshine Band. That's the way I like it. Now, I have to tell you about something that happened during the week. Oh, actually last weekend when my mum was here. And I've been trying to solve a problem that relates to something I do here in the studio. And one of the challenges I have had is to be able to reach out to people and conduct interviews or have conversations with them, because we've got a phone here and we can use the phone, but if I want to do a long interview with somebody, that's not just really a practical way. So I have been looking at alternatives to make this happen. And we have a few different things in our setup here in this station, and one of them is an audio jack that will plug into like our computer or a turntable, for example, and you get to pass music through the stream to the outside world that way. And what I discovered is that I could actually use this piece of technology to make calls on my Facebook Messenger, for example. And it worked really well. I rang my mum in Tonga. But what I've not been able to do is to get this piece of technology working on my telephone. And I thought it would be really simple. Like, I just figured I'd needed like a little audio adapter to plug into this piece of technology. And you know what? It would not work. I have been trying since before Christmas to get this little problem solved. And so last week when my mum was here, I set myself out on a mission to solve the mystery of being able to get audio through my phone. As I said, I have been trying this since before Christmas, and I went and bought myself a audio adapter, and Shakti, my guy, said, look, we've got heaps of these, maybe take that one back and I'll just give you one that I've got here. So sure enough, he gave me this audio adapter, and I tried it week after week. I tried it, nothing happened. And so I went to J-Car, which is the electronics store here in Lower Hutt, talked to them about my dilemma. They suggested that I head off to PB Tech, which is like a computer technology store here in Lower Hutt. They couldn't help me. They suggested I go to a music store, like I think it's Rock Shop or something like that. So last week I headed off to Rock Shop, had a big chat with them. We drew diagrams, we put our heads together, we thought about all the reasons what we could do to make this technology enable so I could ring people, and then we hit a dead end, and they said, well, maybe it's my phone. So I head off to my phone provider, One New Zealand, talk to them, they look at the settings and they're like, no, we're stumped. We've got no idea why you wouldn't be able to use this technology in your radio station. So that left me scratching my head. I did decide after dropping my mum to the airport last week that I would go to another music store in Wellington, and when I got there they were closed. So I went past J Car in town in Wellington and talked to the guy there, and he said, I think I've got a solution, and he gave me a new cable to plug into our technology here in the station. So I was so excited. I raced in here last Sunday afternoon. I plugged it in. I tried to test it, tried to ring my mum. I got nothing. I was like, what on earth is going on? So I went back to the J Car here in Lower Hutt, talked to another guy about my problem, and he said, maybe there's something wrong with your audio adapter. And guess what? There was indeed something wrong with my audio adapter. I had been trying this piece of dead equipment that I've been carrying around in my little bag for months and months, and it was not helping. It was not giving me any sound. He tested it on his own machine, and he said, let's test one of ours and see what happens. And sure enough, I have ended up with a brand new audio adapter, which means I am now in a position to be able to actually call people and talk to them and have different interviews and conversations, which is so exciting for a show like mine where I'm wanting to reach out to people in the community. I thought about ringing my mum this morning because it was her birthday this week. She travelled home and she celebrated her 86th birthday. She's been marked fit to drive for another year, but she's in Canberra and it is only about 6:30 over there, and she probably would not appreciate me calling her this early in the morning. I'm sure she wouldn't, but that might not stop me. We'll see. Anyway, I think we should have another song, everybody, and then we're going to start to get into our theme for today, which is fun, having fun. This is Ray of Light by Madonna. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I love this song. I think my Instagram live has died. Let's see how we go. Good morning on YouTube. How are you? Where are you joining me from today? I'd love to know. Please say hello. I'm in New Zealand in a little place called Lower Hutt, just outside of the capital, Wellington. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous day here. There's some weird noises happening in the studio. I love this song. But what's going on with Madonna, people? Oh, she's looking a little bit scary. Lots of people wandering by today because it's so gorgeous outside. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Joy Temple. My name is Janny, listening to Hutt Radio. That was Madonna, Ray of Light. Now, I want to let you know about some of the live shows that come out of our studio each week and a little bit about the sponsors who help keep us on air. My name is Janny. This is the Joy Temple. I'm here every Saturday from 9 till 11. Following me, we have Light in the Valley from 11 to 1 p.m. and it's a Christian music and life reflection through the light of the gospel program. On Sundays, we normally have Ted Bagley with the Fresh Brew Show. He's usually in from 11 to 1, but Ted is actually overseas, so his show won't be on air until I think late next month. But Ted keeps us up to date with everything happening in the local music scene, with interviews of Wellington's hottest up-and-coming bands and artists. So great little show on Sunday. On Tuesdays, we have Andrew Hardwick from 1 to 2 p.m. and Andrew does a program called Change Habits and Thrive. And each week he covers off a different topic related to habits and how we can change them. On Wednesdays, we have 12 to 2, the Liquid Lunch with DJ Duop, and Ryan comes in with his turntable. He spins vinyl, does vinyl chat. He plays all kinds of amazing music. He does venue promos, gig guides, and film and album reviews. And we have a new show in our lineup, which is really exciting. On Thursday night from 7 to 8 p.m, we have Link City and his show called Show and Tell. And he is a hip hop artist, so he is keeping us up to date with everything on the local and international hip hop scene. Great show that we have with Link. And I want to thank our sponsors, Neko Neru and Salao Tapas. They help keep us on air, and we're really grateful for their support. We are a community station, and we rely on the generosity of others to help keep us on air. And if you would like to advertise with us, sponsor a program, or even are interested in presenting a show or volunteering, you can get in touch with any of the presenters on our show or email the station at hello@Hutt Radio. So we do thank you for your support. We do thank you for listening in. It's lovely that you join us at the station, Hutt Radio 88.3 FM. So, what are you doing today that might be a bit fun? Have you got some fun plans for yourself or with your family? It could be a day to think about focusing on one thing, because today is single tasking day. What is that, you might ask? Well, it's the opposite of multitasking day. And today we are encouraged to go from multitasking madness to just doing one thing at a time. Oh my goodness, that feels strange even thinking about that when we have so much that we're juggling. It's a day to look at your to-do list and focus on just one thing, and it would be even better if that one thing is a fun one. Single tasking day gives us the opportunity to give our brain a rest. How does that sound? I know, I feel like my brain needs a bit of a rest, and that's why I'm really focused this year on doing a lot more nothingness. And why should we celebrate single tasking day? This is not an underrated day, okay, because we all multitask and juggle so much at one time, and that's often seen as a point of achievement. Like, we feel successful when we are doing many things at once and seeing results. But multitasking can actually decrease productivity by up to 40%. That's amazing, hey? And that makes us feel more stressed. So what if you embrace the power of simplicity and slow down and just appreciate the task in front of us? I know when I'm here in the studio, I am single tasking because I need to keep focused on what's happening, what I'm doing, and there is not really time to be doing anything else apart from focusing on presenting a show. Single tasking can bring about a sense of peace. It reduces stress. As I said, it boosts productivity, helps to sharpen our concentration, and improves the quality of our work. Now, doesn't that sound calming? I love it. This day emerged in the early 2000s and was at a time when we were starting to be more digitally focused, and that enabled us to juggle more due to the increased technology. The thing is, now we are drowning in technology. We're switching between apps and emails and jumping from one thing to another, and we aren't really paying too much attention to what we are doing. So celebrating single tasking day seems like it should be pretty straightforward, but is it? Can you dedicate some time today to do one thing without checking your phone or trying to do more than one thing at once? Does that make you shudder when you think about that? It's actually so refreshing to not be attached to your phone. And as I think I've shared before on the show, I love getting on the train in the morning or when I come home and just enjoy looking out the window, looking at things going by, looking at the water, the mountains. It's just gorgeous. And that's helping to build my feeling of doing nothing. Now, how can we celebrate single tasking day, and will it make the day more fun? Here's some things you could do. You could dive into a book today if you want to do something that is single tasking focused. Is your attention span capable of plowing through a big juicy book, or is a little golden book more of your speed? Now, I'm not a big reader, but I do work with a group of women who just love reading books, and they could easily spend their whole weekend on the couch absorbed with page turning. I find that really fascinating. We have like a little book library in our space at work, and they're always talking about these books they read, but I just can't get into it. But the benefits of reading are that it boosts your focus and takes you on adventures without having to leave your bed or the comfy couch. Here's one of my favorites. What about tidying up your space and focusing on some decluttering or moving furniture around? And when we do this type of work, it's actually really good for our brain. It changes the neural pathways, and that helps to bring change to our routine, which is really important for our growth and development. So why not set a timer, which is what I often do. I'll set a timer and go, right, for the next half an hour or an hour, I'm going to focus on this task only. So set a timer and maybe get rid of some of that stuff you don't want, or spend a bit of time organizing stuff that has got a little bit out of control. Even changing the layout of our furniture with a little home makeover can make us feel great, and it uplifts our mood. And then when you walk back in to your house after you've changed a few things around, you feel like you're in a bit of a new place, which is lovely. What about unplugging and unwinding, doing a little digital detox, even if it's turning off your gadgets for a few hours? This will let your mind breathe, and everything is still going to be there when you turn the phone back on. But you could use that time to take a beautiful walk. Who feels uncomfortable leaving the house without their phone? I don't. I'm quite happy to leave the house without my phone. But if I am doing something like going for a little bit of a run or a walk, I do like to have some music or a podcast to listen to. And how else would I make that happen? We're not living in the 80s. We don't have Walkmans anymore. But, you know, if you do decide to do that digital, unplug, you could make a beautiful cup of tea and just sit in the sunshine and enjoy that, and just do a bit of nothingness without the distraction of your phone. Another thing to do on single tasking day may be to put pen to paper and do a bit of journaling or writing. When we actually use a pen or a pencil to do writing, it slows down the process of our thoughts, which is really, really important, and we can only focus on the thought that we are writing down. And even doing something such as doodling is really good fun, and it's mindful, and it only needs your imagination and a couple of tools that we all have, and guess what that is? Pen and paper. So this day isn't just about doing less, it's about being present and engaging in what you choose to do and starting to feel less frazzled. If the thought of this terrifies you, if the thought of just doing one thing at a time terrifies you, take a deep breath and remind yourself that there is no rule that says you have to do everything at once. Because doing one thing well is better than doing 10 things poorly. This is Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. And I think it's just a great little song to remind us that we can just go out and do amazing things, and it is okay to do one thing just at a time. I'm just standing up. I'm standing up and having a stretch. Maybe even a dance. Oh, definitely going to have a dance. Single tasking. Oh, are you having a good time? if you're joining in today. Lovely to see you. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to know. I'm in New Zealand. I am in Lower Hutt, which is just near a part of the capital of New Zealand, Wellington. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous day here. Feels like 100 degrees here in the studio. I'm going to turn the fan on. Well, that was fun. That was Queen, Don't Stop Me Now. You're listening to Hutt Radio. My name is Jenny. This is the Joy Temple. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope that whatever you're planning on doing is full of fun, and I hope you just get a chance to also do a bit of nothingness today. It's very important, our nothingness. And it is looking absolutely gorgeous outside. It's blue sky. It is really calm. Yeah. We're still in summer, and it's feeling like summer, and I, for one, am loving that. Now, let's talk fun, everybody. How do you have fun, and what does fun mean? So, our good old-fashioned dictionary describes fun as enjoyment, amusement, or light-hearted pleasure. And I relate to that. I relate to all of those things. And we need to have fun. Fun is so important for us. We need to make time for it, as it has really very real health benefits. Fun can reduce our stress levels. That's so important. It helps boost our mood, and it helps improve our relationships. And we need to be playful, because sometimes life does feel like it's all work, 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 and we need fun to help us unwind. Now, with fun comes laughter, and that helps release our natural feel-good chemicals, and it gives us an instant happiness boost. And as I said, and I'll say it again, you know, I feel like our purpose on life is to have fun, to experience beautiful things that make us happy and feel joy. So that's a great way to start to elevate those emotions and lift your vibration, you know, when you're having lots of fun. And engaging in fun activities has a ripple effect, because as we feel more relaxed and positive, it allows us to be more creative, it enables us to make better decisions, and we become better company for the people around us. And that's really important, because if we are, you know, if our energy is low, that can impact the people around us. And I'm really conscious of my energy and keeping it very high, and making sure that I share it out and radiate it out to the world. And the secret to having fun isn't about having these big vacations or these big events that you go to. It's about having small moments of joy throughout your day that will help to build on happiness. Now that we know how important fun is, how can we make time for it, even on the busiest days? There's lots of ways that we can build fun into our life, and I'm going to come back and talk about those in a moment. This is the Logical Song by Supertramp, and I'm going to play this because, well, it is totally logical. It makes more sense to be having more fun. You're listening to Hutt Radio. This is the Joy Temple. I've put the fan on, and oh my god, it's so noisy. I've got to turn it off. still too early to ring my mum. I'd love to ring her, but it's a bit too early. What's happening outside there? Yeah, let's turn this song up. Well, my show's underway and I am living. Is there enough of me? Oh, that's funny. I am live on YouTube and my Instagram today. Hilarious. Welcome back. That was Supertramp, the Logical Song. You're listening to Hutt Radio. My name is Jenny and this is the Joy Temple. I don't have a guest with me today, but I am talking about fun because, well, we can never have enough fun, can we? And it is also Single Tasking Day, which is a day dedicated to just focusing on one task at a time because, whew, if you're like me, you're always on the go, you're always trying to get a million things done, but maybe the best way to get things done is to just slow down and do one thing at a time. Now, I've just been talking about, excuse me, fun and the benefits of having fun. And fun is one of those things that doesn't even have to cost any money. We have fun at our fingertips, and as I said today, there shouldn't be a problem making time for fun because you can make one single task out of it. And one of the great ways that I love to have fun is to dance. Having a spontaneous dance party is so good and it's so easy. You just have to put on your favorite song and get moving. And it will lift your energy and your mood, and other people may join in. Other ways we can build some fun into our day is to make time for fun breaks. Would your work allow that? Our boss put a little notice out to us on Thursday, I think, talking about the power of taking breaks throughout the day. And it's so important because we are just feeling this need to just go, go, go and not stop and take the time out for our mental health or our physical health. So making time for fun breaks is something that you should consider. Set a timer for every 30 minutes or even every hour, and when it goes off, take a 5-minute break to do something fun. You could watch a funny video, text a friend, start a Jenga game, step outside for a quick stroll, just give your mind a little breather. There's so many things you could do for 5 minutes. Start a jigsaw, you know, leave your imagination wide open as to what you could do, whatever is fun for you. We can also find more fun by revisiting some of our childhood hobbies. What are the things that you did as a kid? Was it drawing, riding your bike, lying on the grass and looking at the clouds float by? Why not tap into some of those fun things that you did? Make it some just good old-fashioned fun. You could also surprise your friends and family with an impromptu fun activity. It could be a movie night, an afternoon of playing board or card games, or even organising a little picnic, even if that is just in the floor of the lounge room. Do something spontaneous. And the goal of fun isn't to wait for the weekend or the vacation. It's about making every day a little bit more playful. And the more you prioritise fun, the easier it will be to find joy in those little moments. So now there's a few little ideas to help you load up on some fun. And I think we should play a fun little song, a little bit high energy, and one that maybe you might want to get up and dance to and have your own little dance party right now. This is Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk. You're listening to Hutt Radio. Oh, lucky I pressed the button. Chair dancing, this is fun. There we go. Oh, I thought my live had stopped. Luckily, I'm still alive.
say then own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Dance, jump on it. If you've some say then flown it. Well, it's Saturday night, we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Come on.
I wonder if I should try and ring my mum. They're certainly funking us up. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Hutt Radio. My name is Jenny. It's 10:17 a.m. We had Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson, Uptown Funk, and Cloud 9 by Jamiroquai, done by the Purple Disco Machine, who are just so fabulous. I just love anything that they release out into the world. Now, I'm doing a show about fun today, and one thing that goes hand in hand with fun is laughter. When was the last time that you laughed so hard that your stomach hurt, or you had tears running down your face, or tears running somewhere else? Now, laughter doesn't cost us a cent. The rewards are instant, and when we laugh, our stress hormones go up. Our stress hormones go down, our immunity goes up, and our endorphins also go up. Laughter is great for our relationships. And how great is it when you're laughing with other people, like that raucous gut laughing? The other night we FaceTimed my mum. She was out celebrating her birthday. One sister was in Tonga. Those guys were all in Canberra. I was here in New Zealand, and the laughter, it was just so beautiful to just hear us all laughing. So even with distance, we can still have laughter. And, you know, we feel more connected to those around us when we're laughing. Humour breaks down barriers and brings people closer. Are your best memories involved with laughing with other people, with family and friends? Some of mine are. And here's a fun fact. Children laugh around 300 times a day, but adults only laugh around 20 times a day. Isn't that wild? That's a huge lack of laughter that happens as we grow taller and older. So your mission today is to start on reversing the trend and start adding more laughter into your very grown-up life. Perhaps watch one of those movies where parents and kids swap lives and chaos breaks loose. I love those. That's hilarious. And why not start a laughter ritual and do something every day that makes you laugh? Maybe it's watching a funny show before you go to bed, or finding a YouTube channel that you enjoy, or even finding one of those old joke books and just opening up a page and just sharing some jokes. That will maybe get you to do a bit of lolling and have a good old belly laugh. I've got another song for you now, and we are going to play, when I find it here, the Black Eyed Peas, I've Got a Feeling. You're listening to Hutt Radio. We got bipping in the studio. I don't know what it is. I'll be back. I don't know what that is. I have a feeling it's the uninterrupted power supply. Maybe something's interrupting the power. Oh, it stopped. That's good. joining me. Say hello. I'd love to know who you are and where you're from today. I can't wait to get outside and enjoy that sunshine.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. That 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 tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spend it up. Let's spend it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my god. Like oh my god. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get it. Oh, fill up my cup. Drink. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it. Oh, let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, do it, do it, do it. Here we come, here we go. We gotta rock, easy come, easy go. Now we on town, feel the shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop. Round and round, up and down, over the top. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get with us, you know what we say. Party every day, party every day. And tonight's gonna be a good night. And tonight's gonna be a good night. That 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 tonight's gonna be a good night.
Oh yeah, woohoo. We like a bit of woohoo. That was Black Eyed Peas. What a great song. Now, I'm going to do another little check of the weather because it looks like it's really heating up out there now. And we're heading for a top of 24, which is beautiful. And I've just lost the weather now. But I did see it's currently 18 degrees. Goodness me, don't you love live studio? This is why I need a producer. If anybody would love to help produce my radio show, I'm putting a call out. So it is heading for a top of 24 degrees. It currently said it was 18, which is gorgeous. I love that. I can't wait to get out there, and after the show I am going to go and have a real fruit ice cream, which is what I've been enjoying doing most times throughout, this summer. It's been really good. Now we are talking about fun today, and I want to talk about rediscovering some of our childhood fun, because I think one of the things that happens to us as we grow up, get older, get more mature, maybe get a little bit more stuck in our ways, is that we forget to have fun, and we forget to really embrace that inner child. So do you remember when you were a kid and there was just fun everywhere? Some of the things I used to do was I'd be out playing with my neighbours all the time. We'd be off riding our bikes. We'd be exploring. We'd be swimming. We'd be dancing. We just had endless opportunities to have fun. Well, we didn't have deadlines either, and we certainly didn't have a lot of stress. It was just spontaneous enjoyment. I love that. Oh, imagine if that was my day, just having fun like that. And, you know, as adults, we can really benefit from rediscovering some of those childlike sense of wonders that we had and rediscovering play. And I know I've talked about reconnecting with our childhood hobbies a little bit earlier in my show today. But why not do something that you used to love doing? What's stopping you? And fair enough, if it's not something you might enjoy doing, by all means cut it. But if it is something that you think, yeah, I used to really love doing something like jumping on a trampoline or going to the beach and building a sandcastle or playing a game of tag, and, you know, if it happens to be raining where you are, why not go and jump in a puddle? Just look at kids, look what they do. They just find fun everywhere, whether that is just, you know, climbing up on something and walking, or climbing a tree, even that's lots of fun. So perhaps when you are doing your single tasking today, think about what you loved doing as a kid and tap into that playfulness. Say hello to your inner child and embrace and enjoy the fun. And I do hope you have a chance to think about how you can bring more fun into your life through laughter and spontaneity, by rediscovering your childhood joy. The key takeaway, I guess, about fun is that it is essential to our well-being and happiness. Now, I'm going to wrap up my show in a minute. I'm going to finish up a bit earlier and head outside into the sunshine. Just remember that fun doesn't have to be planned, it doesn't have to be complicated, and just the smallest moments can bring the biggest smiles. So I do set a challenge for you today, and that challenge is to go and find one thing today that makes you laugh or feel like a kid again. And I feel for me like I just want to go and buy a bubble gun because one of the things I used to love doing when I was a kid was blowing bubbles, and that might just be the perfect accessory for today. Enjoy those little breaks and make life fun. So that's it for me today. I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to head out, enjoy the sunshine, and I will see you next week. I'm looking forward to be back with you. And I hope you have a gorgeous day doing whatever it is you choose to do. And I'm going to leave you now with Doug Shorts. This is Get With The Program. And what is the program today, everybody? The program is go and have some fun. See you next week, everyone. Show's over, everybody. Although the dancing's not. Who's saying hello online? Good morning. Find my shoes. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Girl, you better get on over here and...
You got to get with the program. What a song. I'm just going to let this song play out while I pack up.
Start know you want to step up to the gate, baby. Come on now. Get with the program.
Are you getting with the program?
Get with the program. See, I've been waiting all my life. Someone just like
Okay, everybody. I'm out of here. I'll see you next week. Goodbye, YouTube. I will see you next week as well. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I can't find the off button.